record. Okay. So now we're recording. So I was actually brought on that team. They were handling day-to-day operations, the communications. They had 2 graphics persons and maybe an IT person, if I can remember correctly. I think. Yeah, they did. They had, yep. It was an IT person who knew kind of like if something went down on WordPress, right? That's the person that we called. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 owners. Yep, 5 of us, 2 owners, right?
Okay.
Okay. I was taught how to communicate overseas.
Okay.
Wow.
I was taught how to communicate with graphics artists overseas, with technicians overseas. The entire team that I managed were overseas.
Oh, wow.
That's what the owners were doing. The owners were on the phone closing more deals.
Okay.
The product that we started with was $5,000. The product now is $25,000 to $30,000 in 2 years.
Ooh,
Same
wow.
time. Same
Wow.
time. And you know why? Because they were given the time to perfect that, because now they're concentrating on that. Remember,
Right.
we always say, take one thing, perfect it until you move on to another, right?
Right.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Wow.
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 So that's why, and people, you know, you hear me talk about outsourcing so much. Yeah, it might sound like, okay, she's telling you to hire, but what I'm really telling you is you build your team so that you can concentrate on revenue generating activities. You know, write that down, revenue generating activities. So what you all are doing, you all are helping Vanessa to focus on revenue generating activities. Right. Vanessa is trying to launch a $25,000 product this year.
Right.
And she's gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's gonna do it. Guaranteed.
Yep.
You know why?
Because she has
more time to focus on finding that ideal client versus doing the day-to-day operations of her business.
Right.
You can't take back time. That's one thing that you cannot take back as an entrepreneur, and every minute counts. You know, I was just telling my partner, I was like, you know, it was real cute to be in a home entrepreneur, mompreneur when you had one client, right? It was cute. It was fun. You know, you could get on social media, yeah, run a business, blah, 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 blah. Get 12 clients.
Oh.
What?
You need help.
I ready to pull my hair out.
I know.
And I mean, because, you know, and our business is structured just a little bit differently, because as a VCOO, that's a client who's paying with a comma. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that comma comes with a lot of attention.
Right. Right.
Okay. So they pay on time every month. Guess what they want? They expect for you to be on time every month.
Right.
Then you have your mid-tier clients, right? They may pay anywhere between, I'd say $300, $500.
Okay.
That's not a lot of money. Then you have your tripwire clients and your $97 clients, right?
Okay.
You get 10 of those or 25 of those, and they all got questions. Not all the time. Okay. So imagine as an entrepreneur, or what I call solopreneur, when you're building your business and you're trying to handle all of that, plus you running sales calls, plus you're trying to write a proposal. Like, I'm sweating thinking about it. I'm sweating, you know, thinking about it. And at times you never know what's going to happen. You never know what every day is different, and every client may call with something different. So, I mean, time is money for entrepreneurs, because that's what people are paying for. People are paying for your time. And so when we can outsource that time, and when we can delegate those particular tasks, now it frees up time. It frees up time. And I'm going to tell you, you know, you get stressed out, you can't think clear, right?
Yep.
Most of the times you get stressed out, you can't think clear, you shut down. So that's what happens to an entrepreneur's creativity.
It's gone. Yeah.
It's going out the window.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can release, right, you actually feel a sense of relief. And then you become like your clients, because they all got like 1,000,001 ideas. Oh my God, DeKesha, you know what? I want to do this. And then I think I can launch this. But then I seen somebody else do this. And you like, look, listen, wait. Wait. I do this.
Right.
Listen, I do this every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday with the same ones. And I'm like, and you want to launch this, and you want to launch this, and then you want to run this too. Okay. Well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on one.
Right.
But we, as the business owner, we get to be that creative. We could, oh my God, I want to launch the 646, and I want to launch the webinar, and oh my God, Vanessa, let's do Women's Wealth Initiative together.
Yeah.
But we can do it. You know why? Because we got people like you. I built my team. I've got like 8 people on the team that I drive crazy every morning from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Wow.
Until 12 noon. My daughter has sat here and watched me for the last 3 days. She said, Mama, you wake up angry.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I wake up angry when I get up and one of my associates say they're not coming to work today at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, no.
Oh, okay.
And they should have been there at 6. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's 7. And you just telling me you're not going to work?
Right.
And I just rolled over out of bed and I was expecting to see something.
Right.
I was like, oh, this just got real. We're running a business.
Right. Oh, yeah.
What? We got HR problems, okay?
Yeah.
This is real life. And so, my daughter, they're on spring break. So they're seeing me every day like, oh, my God. Like, my mom, I think she took a video of me fussing at the computer today. But no, it helps, it really does help to take back your time. And one of the things that I've noticed in even outsourcing myself, I'm seeing Vanessa's growth and even my clients is once I started to bring on their team members and once I started to vet, even my client doubled their revenue.
Oh, wow. That's
double their revenue. Wow. I mean, look at, I can say that for myself. I just told you it's the 12th of the month and I did what I did last month.
That's awesome. It's not even half over.
It's not even, what?
Right. That's awesome.
And I'm launching next week too. Woo! Listen. So, people don't understand, and I think I did a broadcast today, people really don't understand that you got to spend money to make more money.
True.
Because let me tell you, even though business is expanding and revenue is increasing, my expenses are increasing. And so will yours. And so will Vanessa's. Right. But it's our job as the operations person that are overseeing the entire operations to manage costs.
Okay.
So as we go through, you guys are lucky. Because let me tell you the first book that I want you to read. And I thought I had my Nook in here. This is a book that I'm reading, and it's a great book for people that are in operations.
Okay.
It's called, I should know the name. I've been reading it every day. Traction.
Traction.
By Eno Wickman. I literally bought the Nook book and I listened to the audio book. Don't judge me.
That's okay.
No, I would do it too. So,
what's the name?
It's called Traction. Get a grip on your business.
Okay.
And I would highly recommend you read this book. And it actually, let me get the Nook real quick. 1 second.
Okay. I'm just sitting here eating for a minute.
Oh, I haven't even cooked.
Really?
Me either. And it's Wednesday, and my son is gone to what is it? Bang Bang Bonefish. He been gone with his little friend since last night. Did we lose Joyce?
No.
Oh, okay. She went off the camera. he went with his little friend bowling. Was it bowling? Yeah, bowling last night. Came home, actually spent the night, and then I ain't seen him since.
What?
He texted me and said, I'm getting ready to go bonefish. I said, well, you gonna bring me something from bonefish?
Right.
I like bonefish grill.
Me too. So, so I like this book, right? It talks about the entrepreneur operating system.
Okay.
Right? And it breaks it down into, I think, 4 or 5 components. So the vision component, right? And it talks about company's mission, vision. So I would find out what Vanessa's business plan looks like.
Okay.
I asked my client the other day to give me their business plan. They told me they don't have one.
Oh.
Wow.
Here's why it's important. When I hire people and I expect for them to adhere to the same mission, vision, and core values that I have for my company, how can I explain it to them if I don't have it written down?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And people tell me, oh, it's so hard to hire people. Well, what are you telling them in your interview? What expectations are you setting for them? Are you even reviewing core values and having them give examples of where they've demonstrated these core values?
Right.
No?
That's important.
No, I can guarantee you asking them 3 questions and then you hiring them and then you getting pissed because it ain't work out.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
So that's why a part of this program, the hiring process, is towards the end, the hiring process.
Okay.
I Skype interview every single person I hire. I Skype interview them.
Nice. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I want to hear you. If I can see you, I want to see you.
Right.
Sometimes I'm a little weary if I can't see them.
Okay.
And a lot of times I hire a lot of people overseas and local, right? And you have to be careful. And we'll talk about some of the platforms, but I like to see them because it's so easy to manipulate the system on these platforms. Because I can create a profile and tell you that my name is Vanessa.
Okay, that's
and
true.
I live in Colorado. Right? So I like to see you.
Right.
So, having those core values are very important. It also talks about the right people, the data component. And I'll throw this in there. I have to look at where I can throw this in there. But I do want you all to look at the data components in the business. And it would not be, Vanessa will tell you, it would not be me if I ain't talk about numbers. So you know the data component is going to become a part of the 646, because what it says that there are certain numbers that you should be measuring in your business every single week.
Oh, okay.
For example, how many sales calls is your team making every week?
Okay.
So I don't know how many right now is on the team. If it's just you 3 or 4 or 5, who's making those sales calls? And are you making 5 a day? You make 5 a day, you close 1 a day. Right?
Okay.
Sometimes you can monitor spending, of course. You monitor expenses, and you monitor even investing. And like Vanessa is tech, she loves technology.
Yes.
So she's buying a lot of software.
Right?
Ooh, this is the newest thing. Do you need it? Right?
That's where Joyce is gonna come in.
Monitoring her spending.
That's where Joyce is gonna come in.
You gotta monitor her spending.
Okay.
I'm serious. I get fussed at all the time. Cause I'm like, listen, if we're gonna spend it, we're gonna spend it in the right place.
Right.
So and so pay attention to chapter 5. That's the data component. And then it's a very good book if you are running an organization. Like if you are overseeing from an operational standpoint, it's a very good book if you're overseeing any type of operation, because it talks about issues, how to deal with issues on your team. it talks about, which we'll touch a little bit in module 4, because once you hire a team, doesn't make you a leader. One of the things that I noticed is that my CEOs need some leadership development training. Module number 4, leadership development training.
Yep.
So it's a really good book. If you start, I would recommend, I'm actually going to make that a requirement of each of my classes now. See, told y'all.
See?
Thanks. Yeah.
Told y'all. Because it's a very good operationally based book. And then I've also read the E-Myth. If you ever heard of E-Myth.
No.
E-Myth is really good. I think his name is Michael Gerber.
Okay.
You gotta read. I'm telling you, y'all. This is what I do.
E-Myth, E-M-I-T.
E-Myth, E-M-Y-T-H.
E-M-Y-T-H. Okay. Michael Gerber.
And this is the part that I love. It's freed up my time so I can do what? Invest back in me so that I can better myself and better my clients.
Wow.
Because the more I learn, the better it makes me. And then when I'm coming to, Lord, both my kids texting me they're on the way. And then when I'm coming, just think about this. And I know Vanessa be like, that daggone DeKesha. I know y'all been learning from her. Just imagine when you go back to her and you read chapter 5 and you say, all right, Vanessa, so what data would you like us to monitor on a regular basis? Here are some things that I'm suggesting. She'll look at you like, really? Really? But she knows that it needs to be done, right?
Right.
Even when it comes to how many leads are coming in, is the list growing? Are you building your list or your prospects? So these are, those, you see it on the screen. Entrepreneurs focus their time on revenue generating activities.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to help generate the revenue. So one of the things, it also helps them to develop new programs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I hired my assistant, Christine. Christine takes care of all emails, all correspondence, all graphic clients. Like the graphics program that we have, I don't normally touch it. I just see the graphics as they come. If I don't like it, I say change it before it's distributed to the client. But it's her responsibility to take. So that's money. That's labor-free money for my company.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm already paying her.
Right.
And now we have developed a program that goes directly to her. I don't touch it. I might approve it, but I don't touch it. But I'm still able to work with the VCOO clients, my students that are in classes like this, and then I can continue to do webinars, lives, and continue to build the presence for the business.
Wow.
Does that make sense? Is that helping you all?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Also making sales calls. So here's some other tasks that, we typically delegate. And I created like a whole outsourcing board on Pinterest so that you can go kind of look at all of the things that VAs outsource, they do. Developing new content. I'm going to tell you, as I've been getting new clients, this is the biggest struggle for them. Content. If you're going to hire a social media person, right? And I'll tell you this, I had a client last year that wanted me to do social media for her, but would never give me any content to post.
Wow.
So what, you supposed to think of her content and post it?
I mean, I'm a virtual COO, and I was just doing it. Yeah, because it was family. Number one, that was a mistake, but they paid every month. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, okay, good.
You won't pay me enough to research your industry to come up with content.
Right.
And then when I paid somebody to do the content, you ain't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed this right here, develop content, that's a huge area. Huge area to be outsourced. So if you find like a writer or somebody that's good that writes, because I don't know, Vanessa hates writing emails. I think she told us today.
Really?
She told us today she hates writing emails. So if that's one of the things, and that's another thing. When you realize what you can't stand doing, you outsource it.
Right.
Yes.
Right? Running appointments, if they're good at sales, that's really good for them to do. Following up on low-hanging fruit, again, that's only if they're good at sales. So, that needs to be live streams, recording videos, podcasts, and live streams. So, those are just some things that, you can delegate. So I'm actually going to put a list out in the group of tasks. It's like 42 tasks or something like that to delegate. So one of the things that I want you all to do on your note, take notes of what you do every day in the business for Vanessa.
Okay.
So what are some of your daily responsibilities that you're currently doing?
Jackie, you want to go first?
Oh, you're asking. Oh, okay.
I'm asking you if you want to go first.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. No, I didn't realize she was asking us.
Yes.
Right now, I assist with the sales funnel.
With the classes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the sales funnel and the video groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I just interact, when someone has a question. If I can help, I try. If not, I reach out to Vanessa to see, what can be done, and just try to.
So right now, you're monitoring the groups.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What else are you learning in the business to do?
Learning right now to how to engage with her clients.
Okay.
To keep
learning her style.
I'm sorry.
It sounds like you're learning her style.
Yes.
Yeah, you're learning her style and how to interact with her client base. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, Joyce. What you doing?
I help out with Write Your Book Fast and Promote Your Book Fast.
Okay.
Right now, because those are the two classes she assigned for me, and I post on them on the sites. Whenever we're in class, if she mentions something, I try to put it on the site so it's there for them to go and see. If someone posts something, I try to answer it or look at it or respond to it.
Okay.
Or I'll let her know if I can't do it. I'll say, Vanessa, I need your help. So-and-so is looking for this or that. And, then she'll tell me where to find it or whatever. So, my responsibility is to take care of those two, but I'm in class with Jackie for her two classes too. And we all try to, learn and listen at the same time while we're there helping.
Okay.
And like this last week, she asked Jackie to do an assignment, which was shocking. We were like, what? And then she asked me to do an assignment.
Okay.
Jackie. And so I did, so it's stretching us. So how can we help our clients if we don't know what they do? So
got you. So now you're going through the process of participating in the classes so that you can understand what the end user has to go through.
Yes.
Right.
Good. I like it. Now let me ask you something. What are you doing? How are you taking notes and how are you observing that process? What are you using?
To take notes?
Yeah, how are you documenting your notes and writing down the processes that she goes through? How does she prepares for class?
I hadn't thought about it like that. You know what? I take notes. I'm a note person, so I always have my book. I have I have the class written on the page of what we're doing, and if she mentions something, I write it down. If I haven't seen it, if I don't know. And so I just know, okay, I have to do this. I have to do that. And so I'm a note person, whereas I have to write it and see it as I'm listening. And that way I can go back to it and retrieve it and recall it.
This is my notebook. You got to tell me.
Yeah, I have one. This is mine. So yeah, it's always there. It's always next to my computer.
Have you ever used Evernote?
Yes, I do have Evernote. I have not used it lately.
Let me show you something.
DeKesha, I was going to ask Vanessa at some point, or if she hasn't started already, to put some SOPs together.
There you go. Now you're talking my language.
Yeah. So that's been on my mind for the past 2 weeks. I just keep forgetting to, mention that.
Can you see these notebooks?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
These are all notebooks.
So, see, now that's smart, because instead of having a page here and a page there and I have to flip through my actual notebook, I could just go on. So this is Evernote?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so you just click on, what is the feature that says notebooks? And
and create a new notebook. So I'll show you I saw one for Vanessa. So like I was in the digital mastery class, right? So I created a notebook for it, right?
Oh, wow.
So here's class 1's notes. Here's class 2 notes. I think I had finished my funnel by that time.
Okay.
And then I started taking notes on the 30-day digital marketing plan. So I started writing my stuff out while we were in class. Looks like it's a little delay too with my camera or something. But so that's one notebook, right? And then I can tag it. Like I can tag it and say Vanessa's class. Oops, I can't even spell. Vanessa's class. So that way, when I come into Evernote, I can search quickly by a tag.
Oh, okay.
So those are all the notebooks. I'm trying to think one that I have. I'll show you the one that I did for 646, right? Because I'm starting to map out processes. I'll be very transparent. I have no problem. So when I developed the program a long time ago. But I started mapping out my process. So everything I did, I started writing it out. So you see the process? So in order to conduct a webinar to create interest, here's a couple of webinar titles. Here's a free offer, right? You got to have a gift, right? These are the things that you need when you launch a product: a sales copy, sales page, graphics departments for design. I ordered a work for the class, the PowerPoint for the class. I got a webinar. I set up the webinar. So see how I'm writing out my process? So every time that we do this, we do it the same exact way.
Right.
Make sense?
Yes.
So I told you I have a webinar. Here's the webinar confirmation email. I think I had started this back in February, and literally you see how long it takes?
Wow.
And so all my stuff is written. I just went back and plugged it in. So I'm gonna show you a secret. I posted on Facebook, why is it so scared to hire help for entrepreneurs? That was my way of getting information about outsourcing. Pain points. Right? And look what I did. I copied all the pain points into the notebook.
Wow.
See?
That's smart.
Crazy, right? These are the little tricks that we do. Same thing. How do you know when it's time to hire help? So I ask these questions on Facebook, and it helps me develop content. But see how I organize it? Here's your curriculum right here. This curriculum has been written out, created February 5th, 2017.
Wow.
So the curriculum is written. Here's what you're going to learn. It's written out.
Wow.
All structured. See what I'm saying?
Right.
You can even add Google Docs into Evernote.
Okay.
And so I have everything for the 646 blueprint right here. Here's another program. CEO Success Blueprint. Here's another program, the Webinar Success Blueprint. This class runs on Monday.
Wow.
Right? Those are my classes. I take one of the things that we do is 90 minutes every day in our business. I have a notebook for 90 minutes and I tag it to the shortcuts. So I would start to use Evernote to start organizing kind of what you're doing, you know, in the organization, how she, you know, separated based on the programs that you work with.
Okay.
Now, I know there's another thing that I wanted to show you, and these are some of the systems that'll help you get organized as you start to map out your daily activities, you know, so that when she starts to outsource, or when she starts to identify that there's a hole, you'll already have some structure. So when you bring someone else on, it should be a very easy transition.
Okay. Good. Okay.
One of the things that I use is Basecamp, and I know Vanessa uses Basecamp 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to show you Basecamp 2, but I also have Basecamp 3.
Okay.
Can you see the screen? I don't know what you see.
We still see Evernote.
Oh, hold on. And my internet is acting a little funny because it shut down on me. All right, there you go. And I'm going to show you why I like Basecamp 2. So if you can figure it out in Basecamp 3, go for it. It's very similar, right? You have your projects, right? Let me find. Okay, so this is my content marketing strategy. This is something that we implemented in February of this year when I hired both of the assistants to make sure that we stay relevant online. Our brand is relevant online, right? You guys probably see this all the time. You see all of that, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is what I do for the girls. I use the text documents below. I post the blog post right here, right? There's images that go with the blog post, and they know which ones go with because it's in the notes in the text documents. So these are the blog posts that I've done consistently for the last 2 months, maybe. But this is the best feature of Basecamp that I ever loved. I actually downgraded from 3 just so I could have this calendar. And can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I see a delay, but I don't think you do.
No.
This calendar is the best thing since sliced bread. And they don't have it in 3.
Oh, really?
They don't have a calendar. Oh, wow.
Not like this. And this is why I use it. If you notice, see this right here? Notice that these are my classes. The Webinar Success Blueprint, the Client Attraction Method, 646 Profit Blueprint. I'm a product launch expert. So I use this calendar to launch myself and my clients.
That's awesome.
So I keep up with classes. So you see like class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. I think that's my client's class. That's not even mine.
Oh, okay.
Those are color coded?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, see over there. Okay. Okay. General, okay.
So peak was is 646, right? So in April, last week, daily Periscope. See how it's planned out?
Right.
Product launch started on the 31st of March. This is the April. So webinar for 646 is the 10th. I'd push that back to, I didn't create a new event. Stop it. I moved the webinar. Oh, it won't let me do it. Probably because I'm sharing the screen. Oh, there it is. So I moved the webinar to the 18th. And I for me, because this is what I specialize in, this particular aspect of Basecamp works for me. So if you notice, here's class 1 for you guys, class 1, class 2, class 3, and class 4. Well, I'm doing a webinar, so guess what? I'm getting ready to launch as soon as this class is over, the second class.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I also know that, oh no, wait a minute, these blue classes are mine. This is my webinar class. It keeps me on track so that I know that the classes are not overlapping. I know that it's not overlapping with my client stuff.
Okay.
So this calendar here keeps me organized only because I'm a product launch expert.
Okay.
So I don't know. Now I did keep my Basecamp 3. So this is Basecamp 3. So this is probably what you guys are familiar with.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So I tried to do like a schedule. So they have a schedule. So see how I put the webinar in there? But the layout is just different. So if you can make it work for you.
Okay.
So that way you can put like the classes that you're responsible for on the calendar. So that way now you start mapping out what's needed for the class in advance.
Oh, okay.
So Vanessa, do you have the slides for Tuesday's class?
Right.
Vanessa, what are you going over in Tuesday's class? You can make to do or schedule to do based on the class.
Okay.
So if you know that you need to send out an email or the emails are already set up or you need to set up the series of emails, you can schedule it here in Basecamp.
Okay.
But you become organized on the projects that she has for you.
Perfect. Okay.
Helping? Is this helping? Is this helping?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. What?
It is helping.
Okay, good. Yes. And I'm trying to think. It was Evernote that I wanted to tell you. Basecamp. And what chat features do you use? Do you use Campfire and Basecamp to chat or Slack?
Neither.
Oh, we haven't done that yet.
Nope. Have not done either.
Okay.
We usually
how many
chat
teams
on
is it?
Facebook. We chat on Facebook.
Okay. Is it just the 3 of you all?
Yes. Chat.
Okay, that's fine. Until you start to grow.
Okay.
So here's one. Oh, the other child just got here. Look, he came inside and went right outside.
He just wants you to know he was home. That's all.
He like, I'm going outside. Is that you, Deja?
The house wide open?
Your brother just came in and went out the house. I mean, he's back. He's up the street running and playing.
No, he's on the way.
Oh, to pick you up?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because I didn't know if I had to leave. Oh, great. Okay. All right. Thanks. My teenager is home. I signed up for Slack. Some people use Slack. I know Vanessa uses HipChat for another team that she's on. So you guys, as you start to grow, Slack is pretty good. I haven't used it fully, but I would research it. For a beginner team, it's free, and so is HipChat.
Okay.
My team uses HipChat. I actually use HipChat for 3 teams. The only thing that's bad about it is you can't use the same email for each team. I know.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only bad thing about it.
Yeah, that is bad.
So if you go on my Pinterest page, here is, and I'm going to post, see this one right here, the 45 things you can outsource. I want you to look at that list, and any of these things that you do, I want you to highlight them, and I want you to start organizing those daily responsibilities.
Okay.
But those are some of the things that are outsourced to virtual assistants, and some of these things you might ask Vanessa, are you doing this?
Right.
Because I don't think she sends out a newsletter. I get class information, and I got the email about our broadcast on Sunday, but I don't see a weekly newsletter that goes out.
No.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll post that in the group so you can have it. I think I downloaded, but if you go, I pinned all of this outsourcing information for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
So on Pinterest, we just plug in your name
and you should. It's an open board, and you should be able to find my outsourcing board.
Okay.
And so let's go back to the curriculum. Make sure that I went over everything for today. So does that help you, ladies? Is that helping you?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, good. You know, sometimes for us, we do it on a consistent basis. So it's like, you know, you want to make sure that the other person is getting, you know, what they're expecting out of the class, because I do it every day. So it's like routine to me.
Right.
But when you're teaching it, you have to kind of know to go back and break it down a little bit. So if you notice, I keep asking you, is it helping you?
Right. It's awesome because we can get organized and we can help more.
And you know what?
Right.
That's what it's all about. And that's one of the biggest reasons that people have a problem outsourcing, is because they're not organized. You know, they want to go hire somebody because they feel like they need help. Then they hire somebody and then they're like, well, what am I supposed to give them?
Right.
Then they sitting like this. Well, what you want me to do? Because I know when I first hired Christine, the only thing I had her doing was managing the blog. Post a blog, order the graphs for the blog, and then that was it. So she was working an hour a day when she first started. She's like,
wow.
Do you have more? So one of the things that I did, and you guys can do it too, is start a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
It's a private YouTube channel.
Okay, a private YouTube.
And what I do, I go in, and sometimes in the morning, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick. Sometimes, because I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I work until noon, like nonstop.
Wow.
Nonstop, literally every day. And then I have to take a nap at 2.
Right, yeah.
I do. But I don't know, you just love what you do.
Right.
And of course it's a little slow, but I'm gonna show you real quick. So one of the things that I started doing when I hired Christine was, and it depends on the type of computer you have. I have like QuickTime Player. Some people use like Camtasia or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. In the morning, really quickly, if it's something that I know that I need her to do, I'll go in, open QuickTime, and those are my webinar classes. I'll create a video for her.
Oh, wow.
I create my own training videos. So here's a video on how to set up webinars for me, how to update contact information in my Infusionsoft. Because when I uploaded my contacts from GetResponse to Infusionsoft, it combined like their first and last name in the first name field. So I had like 400 or 500 names, and I showed her how to change the contact information in a 3-minute video. She went through in like 20 minutes and changed all 500 contacts.
Wow.
I was like, you done? See, here's a video on how to create a blog post.
Wow.
Now she knows how to create a blog post on my website. She knows how to create a web form in Infusionsoft. How to find an email campaign on GetResponse. This is what and you look, February 21st, 23rd, 23rd, and people get upset and they're like, you know, it's so hard to train them. No, it's not. It's really not. And I'm the type of person, and I'm a kinesthetic learner, right? I'm hands-on.
Me too. Yeah.
So what better way? I mean, what do people do now when they want to know something? They go YouTube it. So I just make my own Google YouTube channel.
Yep.
So when she called me and say, I forgot to set up the webinar. You think I'm gonna get back on the phone and show you? You think I'm gonna get on Skype and show you? No, let's go get your video from your training modules. And so my next step is to put it in my portal and show her how to put them in the portal, because that's going to be the next program that we launch, is create a membership portal. But she's got her own training. So what did I do? I just created my own training department.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
We overcomplicate a simplistic process.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
That's smart. It is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, I'm sitting here like, I can see like stars flying, like, wow, that's great. You don't have to do it again. If you put it here and just say, hey, go here, check this out.
And I'm like, dude, why y'all making it so hard? What you mean you ain't got time to train them? Let me tell you something. If I fire her tomorrow and bring on somebody else, guess what I'm gonna do when they come on board?
They can start training right there. Yep.
I have my own training process.
Wow.
Here's the first thing I know you're gonna need to do. You're gonna need to know how to create a blog post on my blog, because that's what we do every single Monday.
Okay.
Every single Monday. And then you're gonna need to know how to set up a campaign and send out an email blast in Infusionsoft. Why? Because we do it every single Wednesday.
Okay.
It ain't changing. So if you don't do nothing else your first week, you're gonna learn those two things.
To keep your job, okay?
Right. If you want to stay on board, that's the first thing you're gonna learn how to do. But I mean, I can give them the link to YouTube and boom, I can go keep going and do what I do.
Right. That's whoa. Okay.
Nope. That's worth the investment right there.
Yes. So private YouTube channel. Yep. Is it free or you have to pay for it?
I actually I just combine mine with my regular YouTube channel.
Okay.
Where I update all mine, but it just makes more sense to have it in a different account.
Okay.
Me personally. But I mean, because these are the videos that are also displayed on like, see, here's a webinar right here. And then this is one of the weekly, I do a blog, a LinkedIn article, and a video, and then I strip the audio. So these are one of the videos.
Okay.
And that's a part of our content strategy. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I mean, this is a lot. It is, but it's good.
Okay, good. So tell Vanessa you're learning.
Definitely. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Tell Vanessa, I learned. Oh my gosh.
I will.
Let me see. And let me go back to next week is determining the core staff. So we'll look at the type of business model. And the depending on the business model depends on the type of staff, right? So we'll look at the IT, the marketing department, management staff, their roles, and then we'll go over some other tools to use, and then we'll look at the software that I've used and some of the wording that I've used to hire as well.
Oh, okay.
So, any questions?
Wow.
Isn't this fun?
It is.
My favorite thing. Like this is my thing.
Wow.
My partner tells me all the time, she's like, listen,